kind of a cool day here in Orlando. We just had some rain come in, so it's really dry weather in terms of air, and it's only in the 60s, but it's breezy, so it feels a lot cooler than that. But I'm at, man, I don't remember the name of this park. The name of the park will appear right here in the video. We are out behind the Navy Exchange over by the airport. It's a big public park. We used to come here and do PT when I was serving in the United States Army Reserve. But there's a pond out here. It looks like it's in good condition. So we're going to go check this pond out and see what it has. I've got a few hours today before I got to go back to work. My vacation's over. Yesterday went out to Bull Creek Wildlife Management Area, and it was kind of a bust, which sucks because it was a long drive and there was a lot of dirt roads, but it really didn't catch anything. Caught 2 dinks. I think I'll go back at some point, maybe when the water gets a little bit lower, but today we're going to try this pond. I'm not looking to catch anything big. If I do, that's a plus, but let's see what this pond is. It's accessible to anybody who obviously can drive here. It's in a big public park. There's parking. If you check Google Maps, one of the places that is listed where you can park is called the PT field. There's 3 or 4 baseball fields up there and another pond. We're going to try this one first. If we don't have any luck here, we might skip it to the next one, but it's smaller, so I want to try the bigger pond first. So obviously going to run a Senko because anything will weight a Senko, and some other type of moving bait. It's kind of cool and breezy, so we'll see what this fish are up to. So you know what I'm doing here. This is a medium heavy browning rod. It's 6-7, I believe. There's not a lot of sensitivity with this rod. It's good for what it is, but I like throwing heavier baits on this one. I think I'm going to take the H2O Express rod and put the Senko on that, because with this breeze I need to have the sensitivity to be able to feel what the fish are doing with it. And this rod itself is 7 foot, so it casts a little bit easier, and it's a 1-piece. So I'm going to put the heavier bait on the browning. I think I'll put a spinner bait on, I think I'll put a fluke on, and then I'm going to put the Senko on this one here, so I can get that sensitivity to feel the fish on the bait. So the water is actually it's kind of deep and very clear. There's the first fish of the day. Oh, I missed him. Oh, no. I really need these O-rings. Man, that was a decent fish. Man, that sucks. So there are fish here. That's good. That's what I'm looking for. Now I'm kind of excited because the water is clear. It's deep. I don't know if this place gets a lot of pressure. I'm assuming we get something because this is public water, but oh, it's a little guy. I was like, something's swimming with it, I think. Oh. Hang on, bud. Hang on. Stop moving. Really pretty fish. Very tiny. Not what we're after at all. There's another one about the same size right there. But, that gives me hope. That's a good fish. As soon as it hit the water. No, it's not. Man, he obliterated that though. Same size. Might be a whole day worth of dinks. Another little dude. As soon as he hit the water, though, that fish absolutely exploded on that bait. That was a better fish, man. He came up, obliterated this. Let's see if he comes back. Water's so clear I could see him come up and hit it. That was a small one. Oh, there's been a bunch of tiny bass all over this guy. A ton of tiny bass in here. I know this is not a new pond. This pond has been here for a while, so that tells me there has to be at least some bigger fish. These fish weren't just recently stocked. Another little guy. Every time they grab it, I think I'm stuck on some weeds or something. And the only reason I know they have it is because it starts swimming sideways. Another little dude. It's not what we're looking for. It's 3 though. Oh, that was a bigger fish. That was a way bigger fish. Oh, I can't believe that. Get back out there. Come on. Come on. Get back out there. That was a way bigger fish. He missed it completely. That was probably a 2-3 pounder. Man. That's a good fish. Oh, it came off. That was a good fish too. I saw him. Man. It's 2 good fish I missed. Missed 2 fish I know were good. The one was in a fluke over there, and this one right here. So they're in here. I just don't know what they're feeding on, where they're at. This guy's another little one, but he's hard. Choked it. Probably the biggest one of the day for me right there. Still a small guy, but man, these fish are pretty. Alright, so I'm really methodically fishing the shoreline. I'm not even halfway around, and the reason why I'm doing it is because I know for sure that there are fish in here and that they're feeding. And this section right here is much deeper. We've got a spill out right here. The wind is not hitting this portion of the water up here either. It's deeper than that was. It was deep, shallow. This is deep again here. This water is crystal clear. You can see the whole way to the bottom. So here's the first pipe. We've got a bit of cover here. Let's see if there's anything hanging out right at the edge of this stuff. Underneath it, ready to ambush. Another little guy. Tons of dinks. So if you come to this park, I'm assuming that was a quick release. He's out of there. If you come to this park, I'm assuming you aren't going to catch anything substantial. There has to be some type of big bass in here, though. All these little fish. There's no competition. There's another little one. There's 2, 3 little ones here. There's got to be some bigger fish here somewhere. And I know that the one down there that missed my fluke was at least 2 pounds. That was a long fish. And then I missed a good one over there that, on the Senko. Had a couple really aggressive hits. Just nothing worth writing home about, you know. So there's a stump or something right there, and I can see probably the biggest bass of the day right there. Got him. As sad as that is, this is the biggest bass of the day, and I got excited to see him. Hang on, bud. Hang on. Really pretty fish. Not recording. Good. Really pretty fish. They're healthy. He's right off that stump. Get him back in there. Most of the time, the bigger fish are going to eat up the prime real estate. And that was a one piece of cover in all this lake that I could see, and he was just sitting on it. Wind has picked up. I've had a bite since that corner up there where I caught that decent fish. I mean, decent for today, but usually it's been nibble, 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 bites here, bites there. Nothing right here. Way more productive on the other side. I want to get down to these catty ninetails at the bottom down here, but I also want to hit all of this. I'm thinking about throwing a spinnerbait right at that, right at the fountain and seeing what comes up out of there. But that's if there's anything big enough to even eat it. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. That's the fish we've been looking for right here. Stay on there, baby. Flip, 1, 2, 3. That's what we've been looking for right here. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's gonna weight on this beast. It's gotta be 3 pounds easy. That right there, this right here. Change that back to white to get a reaction bite. Oh, he's pinned good. Looking at 3.32 pounds. So just under 3.5 pounds. Good picture of this big boy and get her back in there. Go. I know she's ready to go. There she goes. All right. That fish, as I said in my last video, anytime you can catch a fish that makes the trip worth it, it's okay. That fish made this trip worth it. I, honest, didn't think there was anything bigger than a few pounds in here. You know, a pound or even less than that. I thought that fish that we caught over there on that, off that little log, I figured, man, that's got to be the biggest fish of the day. It's the biggest one I've seen. And then this one absolutely blew up on this white fluke. Cool thing is the water's so clear I can see the white fluke all the way out in the middle, and I was pulling along the edge on the left here. Next thing I know, I see something come up and grab it. Fluke disappeared. I waited a second, figured it might be a smaller fish, set the hook. The lot turned out to be a big one. I got another one. It's not as big, definitely not as big. It's still a good fish though. Oh, chunky fish. This one's fat. Oh my gosh, fish handling skills are bad today. Come on, bud, where you at? What you doing? Yeah, so this one's got a little bit of a belly on him. If you have had trouble the last few weeks or months, we were in spawn. We are completely post-spawn now here in Florida, or at least in Central Florida. There might be a few fish left on beds and such, but right now is the time if you want to get back out in that aggressive bite before it gets too hot. It's already started. Oh, had one miss it. I think I'm getting a lot of reaction bite off this white fluke here. I just had a bass swerve and miss it. I saw him flash. Another one missed it there. Grab the tail. Oh, that water is so cold. It's gross too. There we go. Yeah, it's a little guy, but he got it. Little guy. All these fish are really pretty, and I think it's because the water's so clear. Got another one. Another little guy. Somehow got just the tip of the hook in his mouth. That little dude. See ya. Little dude. Oh no. Oh, I lost him. Come on. And I'm tangled up in the weeds. So I've made the complete 360 around this pond. Lots of fish in here. A bunch of little ones. There's some in that pound range. Obviously, there's got to be some larger ones. I caught that 3-pounder. Very healthy fish. But I didn't catch a lot of them. In fact, I didn't see a lot of them. I don't see a lot of bait fish in here in terms of like bluegill, that kind of stuff. There's a little bass right there, just jumped. So, I mean, if you're coming here to have fun, I had fun today. I'm not gonna lie, I had lots of fun catching all those little guys. Kind of got disappointed towards the end there, but that 3-pounder, you know, that made it for me. So I had a lot of fun fishing here. If you want to come down, there's plenty of parking. There's one pond here. There's another smaller pond over by the baseball fields. I'm not going to go explore that today. I've caught plenty of fish, and I need to go home and get ready for work here in a little bit. So, but if you do come out here, don't expect to catch anything big. If you do catch something big, you know, let me know. Drop a mention in the comments if you happen to be one of the Orlando viewers. But I had fun here. I don't think this place gets a lot of pressure, which is why I'm getting so many fish. I saw one container of worms over there, and that was it. So I'm going to keep fishing this little section right here. I'm going to move over and hit those reeds pretty hard, and fish this section here with the fluke, and then I'm out of here. So if I catch anything else, it'll be in the video. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Just turn the camera off, and this little guy jumps up and nailed the Senko. He's not even, how is he on? Jeez, you tied yourself. How do we do this? Oh, there it is. Pretty little fish here. Tons of pretty little fish.